Well, where we left off there, you see the strange flashes in the distance. Do you guys keep heading towards it?
I say yes.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I feel like the barbarian would be like, ooh, shiny lights.
Let's go.
Okay. So you go ahead and head on towards the shining lights there still, just kind of marching on forward. As you start to get closer to them, now you are pretty clearly in desert. You're kind of going over dunes and over on top of dunes and down into valleys, and you keep going further and further, and you're getting closer and closer. You think you're not quite sure how much further it is, because every time you go over in the next dune, you think it's going to be right there, and it just isn't. But
It's me rage.
It's what?
It's not a me rage.
It's not a what?
Not real.
Mirage.
Oh, Mirage. I'm like, what the hell are you trying to say, man? All right. As you get closer and closer here, you do start to see flashes that definitely seem like they're very, very close. As you come to the apex of one of these dunes, you see down in the valley, still a ways off, but you see down in the valley a smoldering fire outside of a small cabin. It seems to be made of wood with some stonework in there. And there look to be a couple of cages outside. It's still far away to really make out much detail, though.
I'm gonna summon my bow, just so I have it.
Good idea.
Yeah, my pickaxe, war axe, or war pick. I'm gonna have it out and ready.
My axe is always out, because I'm always ready.
Okay. So you guys continue to march on forward?
Yep.
All right. All right. So I made this back pretty big. You guys are going to be near the bottom right of it. If you see yourselves down there. Off in the distance, this is kind of what you see. You're now kind of down in the valley area. There's the cabin in front of you. The red square denotes the fire pit, and then those two smaller, black squares are cages. The one on the left here seems to be empty. The one on the right here seems to be holding someone. You're still far enough away where you can't really make out who or what it is.
Let's keep moving.
All right.
Yep.
You just keep on moving forward? Are you trying to sneak forward or just march forward as normal?
Well, we don't know how to fucking sneak, so let's just keep on marching.
Maybe we learned something.
It's up to you guys, however you want to approach this.
Maybe you guys did. He certainly didn't.
And Billiam is wearing heavy,
Last.
and Billiam wearing heavy armor would be at disadvantage. So I suppose you guys don't sneak forward, and you just kind of like jumble on forward like la-ti-da-ti-da.
Hey guys, there's something in that cage.
I'll bring you on up there. You're clearly making noise here. So here's what I'll say happens. As you get close here, you do see chained up in the cage. Well, not even chained up, just locked up in the cage. He doesn't look like he's shackled or anything. Is a tabaxi. Looks kind of similar to your friend Veil of Shadows. This is not Fang of a Snake. It's not the guy you fought in the in that other dimension or anything like that. So don't go there. But it is a tabaxi. This one is brown with darker brown stripes. Outside of the cage there, you can see seems to be a bow and a short sword. A little bit more equipment just kind of laying down there outside of the cage, well outside of his reach. He seems to be locked up in there. He's wearing what looks to be leather armor with a cloak. looks like he's been out in the wild for some time. You don't know how long he's been locked up here.
Hello, kitty.
He kind of perks up and looks over at you. He's not even been looking in your direction, and he just is confused to see somebody there. He's like, "Hello, keep your voices down. They're inside. I'm sure they can hear you. Get me out of here, please."
Who's
How
over
many?
the kitty?
There's the mage, and I don't know what all he's summoned, but please help me. Get me out of here.
Why are you in there?
Because he's bad, and I saw him, and he locked me up. Please get me out of here before he hears you idiots and comes after us.
Can I pet you behind your ears if we let
You may
go?
pet me behind my ears. Please let me out.
Let's let him out.
As you go forward to let him out, I'll say as soon as you get the cage unlocked here, the cabin door opens, and out steps a hobgoblin.
Ooh.
Um,
Interesting.
this hobgoblin here is dressed in dressed in robes. He's holding a staff in his hand, and he sees you opening up the cage, and looks primed to attack.
What's up, loser?
I'm gonna sprint up to him and I'm gonna hit him with
Okay.
my pickaxe.
All right.
There.
I'm going to
Boom.
go ahead, and nobody's going to get a surprise round here, but it is going to be that time again for everyone to go ahead and roll me some initiative there.
Oh, I really don't want to fight today, apparently. Or be sneaky. Fuck you with your 19.
I'm sorry, I have a +2 to my initiative, and at least we're on the same side.
True.
Fuck you and your initiative.
He's your ally, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good for you. Yeah, that helps you guys out a lot.
Yep.
That's the bad guy.
Yay.
Alright, you guys are just incapable of putting yourselves on the order, aren't you? James, you got a 19.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can do it. Your job is to make mine a little bit easier, but that's okay.
My job is to play your fucking game, okay?
Your job is to die.
Ooh.
Well, you already stoned my horse, okay?
Zosa got good. 16, nice. Alright.
How big's a hobgoblin?
Hobgoblin. That's a good question. Let me see before I give you a bad answer. They're larger than normal goblins are.
Aren't they like 5 feet? Like,
Yeah, I want to say they're right around there. They're not as tall as like a standard humanoid would be, but they're probably a little bit taller than a dwarf.
It's about four
Yeah.
and a half, 5 feet.
Yeah, somewhere around 5 feet or so. Sorry, what?
I said throw him into the fire.
All right. So with that, you open up the cage. As soon as the cage starts to open, you see this hobgoblin kind of burst out of the cabin, see you guys, and grab his staff, primed to strike. Everyone jumps into action. Edge of the World is the first to act. That's the cat's name here. He grabs his things, darts over in this direction here and fires an arrow at the bad guy.
It misses.
And misses horribly.
He rolled
Uh,
a 1.
Actually, it's you.
I'm not going to make him hit you because he's an NPC and that would be really shitty to do. I only do stuff like that if it's a player character.
His fucking bow breaks.
Billiam, your turn.
Well, I'm already up there because I sprinted up there already.
Yeah, I'll let you start your movement here.
Whack with my pick.
Go for it.
Does a 16 plus 5 hit?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Let's see how much we do. 13 damage.
Woo! Yeah, alright, so 13 damage, dang.
And that's also marked, by the way.
So you cleave into this guy, and he feels it. That did a lot of damage right off the bat there. He's not feeling very well. Zosa, your turn.
If I shoot through the fire, will it light my arrow fire?
No. That's definitely, I mean, good question, but it doesn't spend nearly enough time in the fire to be lit on fire there.
Only if you had coated it with oil first.
Yeah, I mean, if you coated it with oil first, I would probably give it to you.
If only you would have gotten that oil gland.
Yeah, I know, right? I totally would have given that to you, though, if you would have coated it with oil as like a bonus or something and then shot it. I would have given you that, but
I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
go for it.
Pew, 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 pew.
11 will not hit.
Man, all the people using bows are stuck to it.
I know, right? All right. Scarlord, it's your turn.
I'm gonna rage.
All right, go for it.
And then, I'm just gonna move up to, here, I guess? Yeah. And I guess I'll just hold my action.
Okay. It is the Hobgoblin's turn. As he's just felt the impact of that war pick there and just kind of screams out. You see him turn over into the cabin and utter something out. Does anybody here speak Goblin?
Nope.
Okay.
I speak giant and dwarven.
Yeah. So I mean, you might recognize some of the structure of what he's saying, but he screams something into the cabin there in just a foul-sounding language, and turns over to you, Billiam. He is going to go ahead and attack you. With something. Let me just decide what he wants to do here.
Nothing. He wastes his turn.
he wastes his turn. Yes. No, he's actually going to go ahead and I just want to double check something real quick. Yeah, he's actually going to go ahead and take the disengage action and run behind the cabin real quick. Okay. And after his turn, from the cabin, start pouring out these mephits.
Pouring out what?
Mephits. These things that you fought before.
Okay.
Crystal methods.
These guys.
Oh no.
Oh. They're ugly.
They will not attack on this turn, though. They just kind of pour out. Back to the top of the order. It's Edge of the World's turn. He is going to go ahead and take an attack at this first Ice Mephit who came out here. It's a 10. I don't believe that hits. No. So completely misses. He is proving himself to be a very, very useful ally. He'll move on over here as well. Billiam, it's your turn. You found yourself surrounded here somehow.
Yeah, well, that will happen.
I feel like we're in the middle of a bunch of dudes.
I can't walk through them, can I?
I mean, they're small enough to where I'll say you can run. I'll let you run through their space, but they will all get attacks of opportunity on you.
Even if I use as a disengage?
If you
action?
use your action to disengage, then no, they will not.
Cool, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm also gonna fucking surge and come up over here and kill this motherfucker.
Okay, go for it.
Action surge down to 0. 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
God. Another 8 plus 5, 13.
Man. So you do a bunch more damage to him. He is clearly in a lot of pain and not happy with you right now. Zosa, your turn.
So I just have a feeling that if we could kill this guy, all the other things disappear, I feel like. I don't know why, but...
So I'll go ahead and... Wait, I need to move closer. This is cages see-through, right?
Yeah, there are metal bars there, so if you're gonna try and shoot through, it's possible, but you'll be at disadvantage.
I'm gonna mind spike him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's a wisdom save?
Yeah. Hopefully he's not as smart as the Gorp. No.
not quite as smart, but still. My goodness.
Oops. That was supposed to be 3d8.
For a second there, I was like, how the hell did you roll 38? Still, that's ridiculous
So he
still.
takes half of that.
Dang. Okay, so half of that would be 8. Dang. So he just a massive pain rushes through his mind there. He's still hanging on though. He looks very, very badly damaged though. Scarlord, your turn.
Can I run over to next to Billiam?
You can. You're gonna get. How are you gonna move though? If you move through these guys, you're gonna get an attack of opportunity from each of them as you leave their space.
From all 6 of them?
So if the path that you have highlighted, it would be 4 of them. No, 5 of them. Everyone except for this guy. Because it's as soon as you exit the space that's in melee with them. So this space right there would trigger this guy still. Yeah, everyone would be triggered except for that 6th guy.
Alright, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna move a square over. I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay. By the way, real quick, other than this game and then the one that we're playing with Steve, how many times have you played a barbarian before?
None.
Okay. I'm going to be nice to you here real quick. Technically, you would have lost a rage. Because you did not attack anything last turn, and you did not receive any damage last turn. But I'm going to let you keep it, just as kind of a... Because that's a real shitty thing to do, so I'll let you keep it. Just this one time.
Should just point the fire over.
Attack that. I'm gonna attack this one. Fuck!
Shoot. No dice.
Break my axe on the fucking cage.
just kind of
Well,
just kind
it
of
sticks
runs
out or
through
you
the
can't go through
fire
the
and no, no.
Is the ice one the white one?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
white ones are ice ones. Yeah.
Warming up right there.
He's feeling a little toasty, but he's not in the fire, so that'd be a little
Not
different.
yet.
All right. I suppose it's the Mephit's turn then.
You really hate Billy.
Well, he's fucking up their leader. Like, what do you think they're gonna do? All right. So, man, this could be rough here. Okay. One is gonna go ahead and make a claw attack on Billiam. Luckily, he has like ridiculously high AC, so it might not do anything. Yeah, that clearly misses.
He hits it so he hits a sprint.
He whiffs so hard he vanishes.
Really?
No.
Damn it! I'm playing games with my heart.
This one right here is going to go ahead and make a claw attack on you. No.
Nope.
And last one is going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Billiam, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm just reading what it says real quick.
Oh, gotcha.
Fucking A. I guess it's a +2. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a super high DC. But you failed.
+2.
Yeah, that'll do it. So, you are restrained. You can repeat that saving throw again on your next turn, though.
Well, not
The-
that one specifically.
Well, yeah, right. On Scarlord here, I have the fire method's gonna, or the magma method rather, is gonna go first. With a claw attack, 7 will definitely miss. And then the 2 ice guys. These guys just can't hit shit, man.
That's okay. Missed this.
Miss. Good
Complaining.
lord. These guys don't do crap. All right. On that note, this guy is going to once again disengage and run away. Edge of the World is going to go ahead and take an attack at this mud guy who did damage to you. Well, not damage, but restrained you there, Billiam.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can finally do something worthwhile. Maybe. Dude, he's got a +9 to hit. Like, this is ridiculous. Oh, no, sorry, +8 to hit.
You should just log out and log back in.
Right? No, that does just barely hit, so he's probably going to kill the guy. Nope, not quite. 6 damage. Alright. Oh, no, he's got more than I thought he did. Alright, so finally, Edge of the World does something useful as he sinks an arrow into the guy who just vomited mud all over you. Billiam, it is your turn. You can still make attacks like normal, you just can't move.
Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna attack fucking mud bitch real quick.
Go for it.
I guess a 2 + 5 does not hit.
No, sadly it does not.
Well,
Sorry,
I'm
buddy.
gonna try to roll to get the fuck out this mud with
Go
with
for
the
it.
goddamn die. 17.
17? Alright, you are free, but that's the end of your turn. You can't move until your next turn.
Yep.
Zosa, your turn.
So does my movement start on this square? Or
No, it's from you. So this right here is 30.
are these guys big enough to block My eyes.
So I will
Or would
say,
this tip the building?
I will say that you can see him, but he's gonna have 3/4 cover, which means he gets an extra, I think, 5 to his AC. Let me double check that real quick.
Well, I'm gonna toll the dead.
Oh, gotcha. So it doesn't matter because that's a save, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he has the cover, but I don't even need to look up the rule because it doesn't matter. Is that a wisdom save again? Oh yeah. Okay. He does not make it. So that is, it's still 7. You rolled a 7 on the 12, but still, that's good damage. So Zosa reaches out. You hear the sound of a bell, just kind of dong dong, and life force just starts to seep out of this hobgoblin here. He is massively, massively hurt. Scarlord, your turn.
All right. Do I lose my rage since I didn't deal?
No, so you don't have to deal damage. You have to make an attack. So you're fine.
All right, so I'm gonna attack one of these guys. Let's go with this one.
Go for it. Oh my goodness, man! You can. I'll let you go ahead and do it recklessly if you want to, but then they all get advantage on you. So
There we go.
there you go. That is 10 damage. Awesome. He is still up, but that just cleaved a good chunk out of him. You like chopped off a foot there or something. He's just hovering there, flapping his wings like, ah! Not very happy with you. It's these Mephit's turn. We'll go. I'll start down at Scarlord, the 2 ice ones. All right. Even with advantage, they both fail miserably. And then Magma. That'll hit. That is a total of, well, it's 5 slashing plus 1 fire. You took the bear totem, right? So everything is halved. So that's really only 2 slashing damage because 1 halved rounds down to 0. It's just 2 damage that you take.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
The guy's
Mud
on me.
Mephits. The Mud Mephit goes ahead and attacks you with the fists. Yeah. He had literally no chance whatsoever of making that. Dust is going to go ahead and attack you with claws. Nope. And the Steam one is going to do something a little different. He's going to go ahead and use his Steam Breath there. So it's a 15-foot cone. It's only going to hit you. It would hit you and then essentially the square. You have to make a DC 10 save. A dex save, sorry.
Nat 20, bitches.
Okay.
He tries to breathe out and he goes,
You take 2 fire damage.
"Aw."
Yeah, you take
So
half
they
as much on a
count?
success, yeah.
Even with a
Sorry,
nat
even with it, I
20?
know, there's no rule for nat 20 doing nothing, though, sorry. But, I mean, it's 2 damage. I don't think that's going to
Damn.
put you out too much. Alright. It is this big bad dude's turn. He is going to go ahead.
Come at me, bro.
He's going to go ahead and use a bonus action to down some liquid. What do you think it is?
Gee, I don't know.
Yeah. And he's going to... none of you can see him all that well, so you're not 100% sure what all is happening here. But all of a sudden, you just start seeing him levitating. And as you look, he's now 60 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
But that's his entire turn. He doesn't get to do anything else. So, you guys might kill him before he gets a chance to wreak massive havoc on you. Edge of the World is going to go ahead and see that this Ice Mephit down here just got a big chunk taken out of him. It's going to go ahead and try and finish the job. 8 damage. I don't think that quite does it. Nope, he's still up. But definitely does a lot of damage to him. Billiam, your turn. You are free to move now. But you do notice that that hobgoblin is 60 feet up in the air as well.
Yeah, well, I have 3 people on me right now.
Right. I said that for your
Two.
benefit, so that you probably don't want to just run away because it's not going to do you any good anyway.
Which one of these guys has not taken damage? Just
Only the mud
air.
guy's taken damage. The other 2 have not.
Alright, well then I'll attack this guy.
Right, go for it.
No, I don't hit him with a 10, I'm sure.
10 total?
Yeah.
Just barely hits.
You're fucking kidding me, right?
No, no. 10 is his AC, man. Some of them are 11, some are 10.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 damage.
7 total? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you slash on through, and you think it would miss, but it kind of tears through. He doesn't really have a whole lot of corporeal form. He seems to be made up purely of steam, but it kind of rips through and hurts him there. Zosa, your turn.
Well, I'm gonna move up to there. Oops. And so he's 60 feet up.
Yeah, so whatever the Pythagorean theorem says.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and
We can make math easy and say it's probably close to just around 90 feet or so.
yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with my longbow.
Yeah, you're definitely within range. Ouch! All right, that longbow clips him there. Is fly a concentration spell? 1 second here. It is.
Yeah! Fall to your death.
So the fall is clearly going to kill him. So I'm just going to give this to you and say the arrow does it. So Zosa, with that, how do you want to do this?
I want him to fall in like a crumpled up body.
All right. So Zosa, noticing what's happening, runs over here, draws his longbow packed weapon, and fires true. It happens to catch him, kind of square in the chest there, and he just like seizes up for a second and takes his mind off of the spell. Realizing what he's done, he tries desperately to recast this, but it just fizzles out as he's falling, plummeting to the ground, swimming forward. Essentially, he falls, his head hits the ground, and he just kind of crumples up in a compressed mess of just a smear of hobgoblin blood and everything everywhere. It's a disaster. He's done.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice.
These guys, however, do not disappear. They're still there.
Dang it.
Scarlord, it is your turn. Don't dang it, because that guy had a 4th level spell that he was just hoping to be able to cast on you guys.
Let me guess.
He could have downed the entire party. No, that's a 3rd level spell. He has Ice Storm also, which is worse. So
Really?
yeah, like he had a lot of stuff. You guys just went after him. Like that was a good plan. Scarlord, it's your turn.
Alright, so I am going to smack this magma one.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll again. Okay, cool. So we're doing the 15 damage rather.
Alright.
All right. He is still up. The axe cleaves through this magma. It like slows as it chops through that, and then just whips out the other side. And start of him just kind of like starts to fall out of it, and then it just kind of like oozes all back together again. He's still there, but just barely. Scarlord will go ahead and take the attacks on you first. 19, I'm pretty sure hits. For 3 total damage.
Cool.
Ice, 1 and 2. Second one I'm pretty sure hits.
16 will hit.
For again 3 total damage. The 3 on Billiam here, who pretty
Yep.
much can't do anything right.
Also? Oh yeah, I see.
Nope. Ooh!
Ooh.
It's a total of
Yeah,
8
roll.
damage there.
Okay.
And last one. Nope.
Nope.
So only the one hits there. This guy's dead. Edge of the World's turn. He's going to go ahead and try and finish off the ice guy. Which he will do. Scarlord.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's these.
Got it.
Yeah, you did. You would take 3 damage, round that down to 1, so you take 1 damage. So as the arrow hits this guy, he just starts to splinter and ends up just shattering out as ice shards fly everywhere. A couple get lodged in your back there. You feel a little tingle, and that's about it.
I forgot that these were those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are. Billiam, your turn. I should put
Which
next
one?
on this guy.
I'll just attack the.
The
This
yellow
guy's
one's the
alive.
only one who has not been hit, yeah.
Yeah, the mud one has not been hit.
No, the
Yeah, you
yellow
hit
one
the
is the only one who hasn't. The one you're attacking now.
Okay. 18 to hit.
Yep.
What is
8
the yellow
damage.
one? The dust one?
How much damage? Sorry.
8.
8 total. Yeah, he's a dust one. He's still up. You through the coughing, swing through and manage to cleave a good portion out of him. He's still there though. Zosa, your turn.
And then, can I see if any of them look weaker than the others?
They all look like they're still up and fairly decent. They all look damaged, but no one looks like clearly on the brink or anything like that.
I'll go ahead and Eldritch Blast the mud one.
Okay, go for it. That'll definitely hit for 3 damage. He gets hit with his force damage, which kind of like forces him off to the side, and he's just flapping there like, "Ah, you hit me!" Not happy with it, but still is more preoccupied with the big scary motherfucker in front of him. Scarlord, it's your turn.
I'm gonna smack this magma bitch again.
Go for it.
Smack this bitch up.
Recklessly.
Recklessly. Well, luckily their AC is super low, so that's gonna hit and definitely gonna kill it.
Okay.
I need you to go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw.
That's gonna succeed. So you would normally take 4, round that down to 2 fire damage. So as
this is fucking annoying.
oh, these things are the worst things ever.
I'm
Like
just
they're
gonna
so
go sit
freaking
in the
annoying.
fucking cage with these rangers.
It's like Call of Duty where somebody has like
Yeah, the death from the grave or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Death from the Grave.
So you swing through, and it just kind of it where last time it was able to hold itself back together, it can't this time, and just explodes magma all over the place. You take a little bit of fire damage. The guy right next to it also needs to try and make the save, which he does not. He does not get disadvantage, but he is vulnerable. So instead of the 8 damage, he's going to take a total of 16 damage. He's still up though.
Holy shit.
But he took a lot of damage just by being next to him when he exploded. So that really did turn out pretty well for you.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Mephit's turn. The only remaining one next to you, Scarlord, is actually very afraid of what just happened. He's just had magma sprayed all over him. He's gonna actually start to run. You can go ahead and take an attack on him.
This will also be recklessly, correct?
Yeah, you'll have advantage still. That'll do it. So as he starts to get away, you actually cleave through him, and since he's trying to run away, I'm not going to make you make a dex save. He still shatters.
Okay.
He still shatters, but I'll say he's far enough away from you by the time he fully explodes to where it dissipates.
All
Does
the
he
shards
put out the
melted over
fire?
the fire.
Yeah, there you go.
He's taking damage over time being by the fire.
We'll go through the quick formality of trying to hit the guy who can't be hit. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And that's what I thought. All right. Edge of the World is going to go ahead and take an attack on the mud guy. That'll hit for 6 piercing damage. All right, Billiam, your turn.
All right, can I tell? Like, is this guy like really weak, or is he like still pretty full?
None of them seem particularly near the end. The mud guy's taken the most amount of damage, but he also looked the most hardy to begin with.
All right, I'll just attack this guy that's right here next to me.
Which one? I'm sorry.
Well, if you were looking at the screen.
Cool, go for it.
15.
15's gonna hit.
Yep. For 9 damage.
9 damage. He's still just barely hanging on there. Zosa, your turn.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the mud guy again.
Go for it.
Boom.
Oh, that'll do the trick, and that will kill him as well. As he explodes, I believe this is the one that would just restrain you. So I don't think...
Doggy.
Yeah, I'm not going to make anyone make a save here. He just explodes and is dead. Scarlord.
I'm gonna move.
Hi, doggy. There?
I'm gonna move up there. I'm gonna attack. What is this one?
That's a steam.
Oh, I'm gonna. Hopefully, I don't get burnt, but I'm gonna attack with advantage. Or with reckless. Whatever. I'll just go with that.
Yeah, okay. He
20
explodes.
27 damage?
He's just, I mean, he just explodes in like a vapor of cloud, so much so to where, yeah, I'm not going to make you make the save and everything. It doesn't explode on you, it's just, he's just gone. Like, it doesn't exist anymore.
Later.
Nice.
The last guy alive is going to run the hell away. I will let everybody essentially make one last attack on him, and either he gets away or you kill him.
I got him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a 20. 20
Um,
damage.
You just tear this thing apart. It is dead, gone, done. It doesn't exist anymore. It's that
How
simple.
the fuck did I just roll 2 nat 20s in a row?
That's crazy, especially when we're like at the end of combat and it didn't really matter as much anymore.
Right?
All right.
Came to help.
I want to loot this motherfucker, see what all's on him. Das loot.
Sorry, the hobgoblin I'm assuming you're talking about?
The main guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pet Edge of the Wild behind the ears.
He reluctantly lets you because he did tell you originally that he would let you. He had Hobgoblin would have had one more of those healing potions on him, so it's just a standard potion of healing.
I'll put that in my inventory.
Go for it. And then he would have 15 gold, 9 silver, and 9 copper.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
That's inside this house. Or shack.
So how much gold?
The rolls in chat: 15 gold, and then 9 gold, 9 silver, 9 copper. Zosa, go ahead and roll an investigation check to look through the cabin there.
I stuck with investigation.
That's not bad. So looking around the cabin here, it's very vacant. There's not a whole lot in there. There's a very simple bedroll in the corner. It's not even an actual bed. You see kind of leftover, almost rotting food in the corner, in another corner rather. There is a desk with a stool next to it. On there is a book. What languages do you read? Or do you know, rather? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Nobody knows Goblin. There's one book that has language that you can't understand in there. There's another book that is actually written in Common and appears to be magical of sorts. Have kind of some spell information on there. You really wouldn't be able to make much use out of it, but someone more like a wizard might be able to have some use of it and might find some value for them. So go ahead and write down that you have a spell book. Additionally, you do find a locked chest in one of the other corners of the room.
So I go back outside and ask Edge of the Wild if he can pick locks.
I have been known to pick a lock or two in my time. Sure.
Okay, and then I come back in and show him the lock.
Okay.
The lock.
He'll go ahead and attempt to pick a lot of. I don't think he has a lock picking kit, or I mean a thieves' tools kit or anything.
I don't either.
Can I pick up the Goblin book anyways?
Yeah, you can pick up the Goblin book too. It's you have no idea what it is or if it would be of any value, but go ahead and add a book written in Goblin as well. He's going to go ahead and attempt. Oh yeah. So even without any sort of special tools, he just kind of digs his claw in there, messes around for a bit, and the lock just kind of opens.
What's in the chest?
1 moment here.
I didn't find the magic staff that this guy was using out of your that.
So you do find a staff there. It appears just to be a standard quarter staff, though, with like some runes carved into it. The staff itself, I'll just save you the time. It doesn't really seem like it's magical. It seems to be being used by him to channel his magic, sure, but it doesn't really seem to be anything super special about it.
Okay.
What did I miss?
Just kind of gathering loot and whatnot.
Okay.
Maybe it's a magic broom, so I won't have to tire my legs out on the way back. Wait, we know we can just teleport back.
Yes, you can teleport back. So in there, you do find a couple of different vials. You find one vial filled with red liquid, which you would immediately recognize as another potion of healing. Then you find one with a strange purple liquid in there, and one with a strange green liquid in there. You're not immediately sure what any of them are. You can roll a necrotic check to try and figure it out, though.
Hey, by the way, you guys add 5 gold, 5 copper, or 3 copper and 3 silver to your money. I'll split what I found on his body with you guys.
So 5 gold, 3
Said
silver.
3 copper and 3 silver. Yeah.
How nice of you.
I try.
So with that Arcana check, you don't know exactly what either of these are. Neither of them look like they would be dangerous to you if you attempted to drink them, but you don't know what they would do. Scarlord sees something strangely magical about them.
They're shiny.
Yeah.
Can I use detect magic on them?
There's mine for you, John.
I mean, if you really want to burn the spell slot just for me to say, yes, they're magic potions, then you can.
Okay.
I cast
John,
it for
look at
free.
what I just
I see what you rolled. Billiam goes over and takes a look at them, and you've actually seen both of these before. The green one there is going to be you would know it as a potion of giant strength. You're not sure how potent it is, but you do know you've seen these before. You've seen warriors take them before they head into battle. It would boost their strength but lower their intelligence.
I'll give it to the Goliath. Give it to the barbarian.
Go ahead.
It's not gonna hurt.
Take it's a potion of giant strength. You're not sure how powerful it is, depending on what giant it's kind of brewed from. It can be
And I'm gonna tell him,
weaker or more
use
powerful.
this at a time of need, not right now.
And then the other one, the purple one, you suddenly it's all coming back to you. You've heard tales of petrified creatures being coated in some purple liquid that kind of matches a description like this. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but it's definitely worth a try.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna laugh so fucking.
I'm gonna make you roll for it, and it's gonna be amazing if it doesn't. So.
All right.
You can take the purple potion.
Open that one.
I'll
Oh,
get the
Right.
my guy. Oh, I love it. Awesome.
Yeah, I'll take the healing potion.
That's awesome. All right.
Now, is this the source of whatever the fuck we're supposed to be looking for?
Based on, I'll also say, in addition to it being spells in that spell book, it seems as though there's one in particular incantation that talks about summoning methods. So it seems pretty likely that this guy was the problem.
Okay. I want to. Is there anything like left of that guy? Actually, I'm gonna go take his staff.
Yeah, that's fine. It's go ahead and mark down that you have a quarterstaff with runes carved into it. It might be worth a touch more than a standard quarterstaff, but it's not not going to be anything too special. The mephits, yeah. I hit them with like 12 of these guys. There were a lot of them, and I mean they kept exploding upon dying. The problem was one of them. I think it's the steam. No, it's the steam or dust. I can't remember. They exploded and it's heavily obscured, so no one could see anything going on in there.
Well,
he got hit by one of them. Yeah, you're right, the smoke. He got hit by one and went down, but no one could see. So the whole time he was making death saves, Billiam was closest to him but had no idea. And then Grady's character was pretty close and probably could have gotten there if he wasn't trying to run away from the... run away by flying higher and higher. Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah. So. But yeah, that's what ended up killing him. In that cage, it seems pretty empty. You see maybe like some bones lying around there from like maybe a former prisoner or something, but nothing really of any value. No.
I tell the world that he's lucky we came by. This could have been him.
Thank you. I believe me, I know. This is why I was begging you to let me out. I appreciate that you did.
Do you know a guy named Veil of Shadows?
Veil of Shadows. Veil of Shadows. The name does not ring a bell. Sounds like one of my people, though.
What was that? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Oh, the name does not ring a bell, but he does sound like one of my people.
Okay. Yes, he is one of our people. He's actually one of our friends. Didn't know if you guys knew each other or. If you had any...
What do you think? All cats know each other? Is that it?
Yeah.
Are you some racist? That's a joke. That's a
Bitch,
joke.
You son of a bitch.
And he's clearly laughing as he says all this. He's saying it all lighthearted and making some good fun between the fish person and the cat person there.
Does he know the other guy? The guy that we
Think of a snake?
fought?
He hears the name and his ears perk up a bit. I've never met the man myself, but rumor has it he was once just a tribal leader of a herd of tabaxi, trying to make it. He was rather ruthless. Over time, rumor has it that he struck a deal with some otherworldly entity and has become rather powerful. He's, from what I've heard, he's become a bit of a tyrant up north near the. Sorry, what's the name of this place again? He's become a bit of a tyrant up near the Searing Basin up north. I don't know much else though.
I'm just gonna tell him about our encounter with him.
It sounds like the man, based on the stories that I've heard. At least he has the ability.
The legend.
Yeah, he seems to have the ability to project himself into places. He's experienced planar travel. That sounds like his capability. From what I've heard, at least, the entity he's made his deal with is not one to be trifled with. It's rumors abound, but the most prevalent rumor is that he's made a deal with one of the gods of the undead himself.
Well, do me a favor, Catman. If you see him or anyone that knows him, just tell him that I said he's a bitch.
And your name is?
Mike.
Mike. Okay. I roll a deception check real quick, just for the fun of it. Mike.
Yep.
Mike, I've been wandering these lands for quite some time. Do you really expect me to give him a fake name and have that mean anything?
It's not fake.
Very well. He's not convinced one bit, but it doesn't matter. Very well. Should I see this terrifying foe or anyone who's friends with him if he has the sort of thing, I will tell them that Mike says he's a bitch.
Okay, my name's not Mike, it's Veil of Shadows.
I believe that's a tabaxi name. You just told me that.
We're speaking on his behalf.
Yeah, we're speaking.
Oh, so you're his spokespeople now.
We
Make
are
sentiment.
friends.
Make a
friends.
persuasion check real quick here. I'm not, because it's not pure deception. It's persuasion's fine. Okay. On that, he's not sure what to believe here, but he clearly believes that you and this Veil of Shadows you've talked about our friends. There's like, okay, that's fine. I'll let him know that Veil of Shadows party thinks he's a bitch.
Thank you. All right, I gotta go see a man about a guy. So.
With that, do you have anything else you wanted to say or talk with Veil of Shadows, Edge of the World about?
Come with us?
I want to tell him where Sanctuary is or wherever the hell that place is we're at. Where.
He appreciates it. He says I've been to Sanctuary before. I do appreciate the offer though. I genuinely prefer to wander the world here. I'm sure our paths will cross again. I'm normally.
This time you won't be in a cage.
He chuckles at that and appreciates a good poking there, poking fun at him. He says, it was a bad day. Normally I'm much better. This one, you dispatched with him very well. You guys are very, very capable for yourselves. He's a nasty one. He was able to put a spell on me before I was able to draw my bow, and alas, it happens. Most of the time, though, I can look after myself pretty well. Should you be around Bastion? That's normally the area where I spend more of my time. Is bastion and the wandering forest around it. But I'll hope to see you again soon.
Absolutely. Stay safe, edge of the world.
Appreciated. You as well. He
Alright,
asks your
JP.
names as well, just, formalities, all that sort of thing. And then,
William!
and then
going
he
with him.
departs to the north, starts to go through the forest. Desert, I mean.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Unless you guys care about where we go, I want to go try to see if I can save my horse.
I'd love to see it if you can.
All right, so with that, you thoroughly ransacked the cabin, found anything that you think you can find there anyway. You head back the way that you've come. The job seems to be done. And then you have the staff there even to maybe even show the town who is in charge, that sort of thing.
Yep.
You walk back. By the time you get to where you left Guy, it's around dusk. And there, seemingly undisturbed, is still a statue of what seems to be a statue of a horse teabagging a metal bowl.
That's a nice statue. Who made that?
it's it's raunchy, but there's a certain elegance to the art as well.
Was that here before? Did we see that on our way here? Did we see that already? I think I remember that.
Alright, so here's to nothing. I hope this works. I'm going to take out the purple vial, and I'm going to start putting some on my guy.
Sorry, just shaking it on him.
Just shaking
So,
it on him. Just
I'm
putting it on my guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and spread this all over my guy.
All over him.
That's that guy juice.
Yeah, guy
It
juice
is.
for the guy. All right, do you just pour a little bit? Do you pour the whole thing?
If you fail this, I want you to squirt a lemon in your eye.
Pouring the whole
I
shit on
want
him.
to watch.
Pour the whole thing. Okay, just go ahead and roll me a standard d20.
Oh, please get a natty one.
Don't be that guy.
I want you to roll it on roll 20, just so
Alright.
we can see if it's a natty one.
Wait,
Oh,
how do I do that?
slash
Yeah,
slash R. Yeah. The DC was 10, bro. Which means you got it. As long as you hit the DC, you're good. So that was you just got it.
Damn it!
So, you open up the purple vial and pour it all over Guy as it
And
starts
I start
to.
rubbing him.
You start rubbing him down, massaging him.
Caressing the
know.
balls.
Okay. Well, he's real close with this horse, man.
He's
Um,
my
I'm-
guy.
I'm pretty sure he fucks this horse, or the other way around. I'm really not sure which. Yeah.
I heard the stories about Finn and
Right. Yeah.
Finn
As you
and,
begin to rub the potion in and attempt to make it seep in and hope that it does counteract. You do remember the bond that you have with this horse, and you watch as the gray starts to melt away to the blue tinged white that you remember. It just kind of starts to fall off. There's chunks of stone on the ground as he once again is the form that you remember. He's not quite himself. He's gonna need to rest some, but he is there, movable,
He's my guy.
alive, no longer stone.
My guy is alive. I'm gonna hug him around his neck and say, "I'm sorry that I put you in this position, guy. Let's do everything we can not to let that happen again."
I don't think he can communicate back to you, can he?
Well,
I can't remember.
Simple thoughts.
Okay, so like they're not words though, right? It's just like
Yeah,
communicating
well,
thoughts. So he communicates
like,
admiration and appreciation on back to you.
Cool.
I made a clip of the guy juice being spread.
Yes. That's fantastic.
That is amazing.
All right. What's the plan?
I don't know. So you
Go
have to
back to
leave here
town.
soon, or what? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty soon here, but
I have like 20 minutes.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
just
I mean, I just
wrap
don't
it
want
up
us to
in
get like
town.
into a I just don't want us to get into like a big fight and you have to leave halfway through.
Yeah.
You won't.
What do we get for XP from that last fight?
I'll start calculating it here, guys.
You guys want to use the stones to go home?
No, I say we just walk through the front gate and not use the stones.
I kind of want to check out one of the other cities on our way. Just get stoned all the way.
Wait,
Have
what
you
time
guys
is it?
checked
You
out
said
the other
it's
cities yet?
nighttime,
Yeah, it's right about dusk right now. The sun is setting.
so we can
that's
either
perfect time to go bar hopping in. What's like the
Bastion.
most like? Yeah, Bastion. That sounds like a
Bastion
dirty
is,
town.
you guys would know that Bastion is the largest of the settlements. It still is not going to be anything close to what you would consider like a large city. It is everywhere on this continent is pretty much despair with just the slightest glimmer of hope. But it is going to, but that would be the biggest settlement.
When I picture like these places, I just think like Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that in there. Really post-apocalyptic type imagery is mostly what I'm going at here.
Witness me.
Witness
the
me.
way. We go the way to Bastion. We go there.
You want to walk there?
No, we give stones. Don't they go to Bastion?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm cool with that.
What if we
Go,
go
go,
back and we get all the
Bastion
free beer
Ranger.
from saving the town?
Yeah, I mean, should go back to the town first, and then after go to Bastion.
Okay.
Fuck
What if he
bitches,
takes
make
our-
money.
What if
Yeah.
he takes our stones away?
Oh yeah, we don't want to take our stones away.
We can kill these motherfuckers if we need to.
It's the whole town.
True.
Have you seen what we've killed? I'm pretty sure if the town can't save themselves, they sent us out and we can do it. I'm pretty sure we have a fighting chance.
We
We
were
can turn this
voluntold.
entire
I
campaign
can
into a
100%
prison.
guarantee you, if you try and fight the entire town, you will lose.
You will break up, is what you just said.
All I heard is we
Oh.
will definitely succeed.
I
That's
can
fine.
100% guarantee you, if you try and fight the entire town, you will lose. Everyone gets another 600 XP even. It's crazy that it calculated out that way.
Yay! Level 4.
How much is it to level up?
2,700. So where are you at?
I'm at 2987.
Okay.
So,
So long rest, and then you guys level up.
do you want to go to town before the long rest? Let's go to Bastion. Let's go to Bastion before we go back to town.
So what's the plan? Are you guys going to? Are you guys actually going to go ahead and teleport to Bastion?
Yeah,
I mean, I say that we should go to the other town.
what if he takes our stones?
He wouldn't take our stones.
That's
there's a
what
lot
you
more.
say.
Well, I mean, we can tell him that we've got a portion of what's happening right now. We haven't completely destroyed
Alright,
everything.
Let's do that.
Because I
That's a good
mean,
idea.
Turn in the
Give
quest.
give him a reason to think that you still need him, essentially.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
This is just the
He still
beginning.
needs us.
That's fair.
He still needs us. We still need them. You know.
Okay. So back to are you going to teleport on back, or just try and take the? You're about a day's journey away still.
I say we take a ride.
Take a teleport?
I'd rather teleport.
Yeah.
Teleporting takes like 10 seconds. Just makes
Right.
sense.
Well, 10 minutes of concentration.
10 minutes versus a whole day.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, we're going to
Alright,
go ahead
so-
and teleport then.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm on my guy, holding on to him. So
Of course, I assumed. Everyone, go ahead and roll a d20.
Is a natural 1 bad?
Did you just roll a natural 1?
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
couldn't you have rolled that for your horse rub? We
Well, it's
get
like the
lost
thing
in the
from Harry-
ether.
It's like the thing in Harry Potter where the like splice. Is it? I don't remember.
Diagon Alley.
Oh, this is amazing. I love that this just happened.
You
Okay.
wanna go to Diagon
So,
Alley?
you all diagonally?
Yeah, that one. We'll use the
Um,
elevator.
All right. So, as you all concentrate and focus on the stones, getting ready to teleport on back, concentrating on that large obsidian gate there in
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Thank you. In Sanctuary. Minutes go by, and you start to feel your self dissipate and rush through this. You've experienced this before as you. Everything just seems to be rushing past you. You seem to be going through a portal, almost like almost like jumping into light speed or warp speed rather, in Star Trek or something. All of a sudden, you come to again, splinching. All of a sudden, you come to again, and Scarlord and Zosa, you find yourself exactly where you anticipated being. You're standing right there at the obsidian gate there in Sanctuary where you were once before. It's now nighttime here, so not a whole lot of people are out and about. You're close to the tavern, which seems lively enough. But you do notice that there is no Guy or Billiam. Billiam.
Where's Godliam?
Billiam, the transportation this time feels a little different. You feel yourself, your concentration tugged away to a different location. And when you come to, you find yourself not in front of an obsidian gate, but somehow surrounded by what seems like endless forest.
Oh, well,
I was gonna say undead.
No, there's not. There doesn't seem to be a creature within sight. Do you have dark vision?
No.
You don't have dark vision? You can see. You can see about. You can see about. I mean, it's not like crazy thick, but it's a forest. So light peers in here and there, but it's dark now, so it's moonlight. There's no paths. There's no street lights guiding the way or anything like that. So you can see like 10 feet in front of yourself, and that's probably about it.
My guy's with me, right?
Yeah, you're still mounted, your guy.
Fuck it, we're just gonna have a quick little rest real quick. And by a quick rest, I mean a long rest, and then
Are
we'll
you gonna
get
stun
in.
your guy?
How else?
Are you little or big?
Well, I'm always on top, so if that answers your question.
I mean, he could just be a power bottom.
It's true.
So,
Um,
you're the beta, and you just don't know it.
So, Billiam's going to go ahead and decide to just try and take a rest there. Go ahead and make a survival check for me real quick to see if you can find a good spot to try and stay hidden and everything while you're taking this rest.
Sleeping thorns and freeze to death.
Sorry, I didn't have it up. Oh yeah, you're good. So yeah, you find a good spot that you're able to like cover yourselves with leaves pretty well. It's dark. You don't look like a humanoid or anything really. You got blue skin and you've got armor on and everything. Guy looks a little strange. You cover yourselves up pretty well, disguise yourselves, camouflage it all up, and are able to hide pretty effectively. Hopefully nothing disturbs you through the night. Zosa and Scarlord, you have appeared exactly where you plan on being, just without your other companion there.
He must have gone off without us.
He must have stayed behind with his horse.
No, he's partying it up.
Unsightly.
He's partying right now. That's what he's doing.
He went to Bastion.
He went to Bastion, like he was like, let's not go to Bastion first, but that was because he wanted to get a head start. What a schmuck. Well, we don't have the staff, so we don't really have the proof. So do you just want to go to Bastion
Wait,
now?
I have the book.
Oh, you have the book?
I have the goblin book and a spell book.
Good enough for me. Let's go turn the quest in. Go to Bastion, find what's his face, because that's where I'm assuming he is.
All right, so you of course know where Thomas's hut is. You approach him, and he looks concerned that there's only two of you. Greeting you as you walk in or walk forward. He says, "Did what of the Triton? Did he not make it?"
Had some business to take care of in Bastion.
Oh, but he's still alive.
I think so.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I was afraid another one of you had fallen on this quest here.
Oh, they died easy.
They died easy, so you were able to find the source.
Yeah.
We
Here's
believe
the
so.
book.
Yeah, hand him
When,
the book written in goblin.
He grabs it, and he doesn't read Goblin, so he sees, okay, this is
I know what it
interesting.
I can read it to you if you want.
You speak Goblin?
I speak every language.
Okay, roll a deception check with disadvantage. Every language, you say?
Most languages.
Most languages, okay. If it's all the same to you, we'll have somebody else in town look at it, someone who I believe can speak the language. Are you trying to tell me that a goblin was behind this?
A hobgoblin.
A hobgoblin. Hmm. Some of them have been known to be rather vicious, but just one hobgoblin being behind all this, that's rather strange.
He was a mage.
Oh, he knew magic.
The Triton has his staff. I don't know why.
Okay. Well, I suppose you dispatched of him then?
Dispatched.
Dispatched?
Niner, dispatched.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We consider the matter ended. We unfortunately have no reward to give. But those stones, you may keep the stones. They hopefully will come in handy. We have ways of making more.
What are these ways?
There are the obsidian itself is very easy to come by. It's the enchantment that makes them work that's very rare. There are a few mages known through the continent who still know the incantation. It's hard to learn. It's very ancient magic. We have one in town who knows it. It just takes him some time to make one.
Cool beans.
With that, he has nothing more to say to you, unless
You want to come to Bastion with us and party?
To Bastion, my work is here. But if
We're
you're,
going for the night.
how are you getting there?
Stones.
Oh, we have
Did
to
you
wait
not
a
use
long
the
rest.
stones to get here? They don't work again until tomorrow.
Shit. I guess we're sleeping here tonight.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to stay. I'm sure the
We
inn
turn
can
the
find you
stones into
accommodation.
new
I'm sorry.
ones. Can we turn these stones into new ones so we can go for the night?
No.
Okay. Well,
I do appreciate the offer. I will stay here and do what I can to help out the town. You're welcome to spend the night at the inn. I'm sure they can accommodate you. Is there anything else you need from me?
no, we gravy dog.
In that case, he sends you on your way and goes back inside.
I'm gonna go take a bubble bath. 'Cause even the largest of Goliaths
Need to
like
smell
to take
pretty.
bubble baths. I'm gonna drop a bath bomb in there. I'm thinking
Beautiful.
apple peach or vanilla lavender. Haven't decided yet. I think vanilla lavender might be more obtainable.
Fair enough. So the
The
two of
black-
you head back into the inn then, I'm assuming?
Well, is the blacksmith still open?
Uh,
Is there a blacksmith?
I mean, yes, there would be like a blacksmith type craftsman in town. At this time of night, though, they're probably not open anymore.
Then I'll go take a bath too.
Okay. So in the inn, they charge you a silver for a room with a bath. Silver each, so you can mark that off.
How much silver?
Oh, just one.
Cost of water is outrageous.
Clean water.
That includes the
How do I
room
know
also.
that this isn't his old bath water.
I mean, you can make an investigation check if you like.
He's the health inspector.
Yeah. It doesn't look very clean,
Fuck it.
but it's water.
Bath bomb in.
All right. Billiam,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead and can you just roll me a d12 real quick?
How's it going in Bastion, quote unquote?
All right. Okay. Damn, I definitely didn't plan on this. Hang on.
Oh fuck.
This is what we call rolling for a random encounter.
I'm pretty sure that I've already leveled up at this point in time.
You're not going to get the benefit of it yet.
Of course not. Do I get any of my hit die back? Like, can I use any of them?
Yeah, you can go ahead and expend hit die if you need to.
I forget how that does. Does that have 3 hit dice? What do I roll? A d10 or what?
I think your hit dice are 10s. Yeah, they're 10s.
Alright. Alright, I'll get 8 points back. Alright. So, what's about to fuck me in the ass?
Oh, you know.
Guy.
What isn't? Guy is, yeah, there you go.
Oh, shit.
Let me roll again.
Doesn't sound very good for you.
I'm sticking with what I rolled, though. This is gonna be fun.
Owlbear.
Yes, actually. So I don't have a token made for this yet because I didn't anticipate this happening. But, yeah, that's what we're gonna have here. Is an owlbear is what's gonna be attacking you. I can't believe this. This is amazing. This is the best thing ever.
It's time for you to earn your trophy.
Yeah, this is
Like
actually
we
gonna
have.
be nuts. Okay, so, can you go ahead and roll me a perception check real quick as well? I know you're asleep, but you're
Nat 20.
natural 20. Okay, I will say in the middle of the night you're awakened by a cracking sound off in the woods. Doesn't seem like it's too far off. It seemed like something very heavy just stepped on just stepped on like a tree branch or something and cracked it in half.
Fuck. Alright, I wake up, I wake my steed up, I mount my steed, and I get my lance ready for action because I know something's coming our way.
Okay, you still cannot see very well either.
No, I cannot. Do I have any torches or anything? I have a survival pack, don't I?
Yeah, so you're gonna have torches in there.
Have your
Alright.
hold it in his mouth.
Well, that would be fucking hilarious. Just light a fucking and have my guy just hold it in his mouth.
I'm
Like
not
the
gonna
way.
let you do that. You're gonna have
I
to.
know, but it would be fucking hilarious if that could
Yeah,
happen.
you're
I
gonna
would,
you're gonna have to unfortunately hold it instead of your shield, or you can throw it on the ground and hope it doesn't cause a forest fire.
fuck it, I'm throwing it on the ground.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's fine. Let me go ahead and bring you on over to our map here. Jimmy, at whatever point you need to go, you can go. This is pretty much where we're going to end up calling it, is with this battle here, which is only between one of you. Sorry, I didn't anticipate this happening, but there we go. All right, so, Billiam, do you see yourself on the map here?
Give me 1 second. I will.
I'm
Yes.
gonna call it. DM me on here if we're gonna play later tonight.
You got it, man. Thanks for
Alright,
playing.
later, boys.
Yeah, have a good night, man. Alright, I see myself.
All right, excellent. And then I'm going to go ahead and put your torch down here somewhere.
I'm gonna throw it probably like right in front of me.
Okay. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Except I totally messed that up. Aha, that's why. There we go. Alright. So you toss the torch down there. Give me just a second to finish setting up one or two more things here.
I'm going crazy with that ruler.
Hey, at least you're gonna watch my character die.
I
Won't die, maybe just your horse.
honestly don't anticipate you dying here.
I've seen other games with these guys, and they're not bad.
All bears are rough for low level characters, which you would still be
Yeah.
considered a pretty low level character.
Yeah, I know.
So they can be pretty rough.
Full sleep.
Believe in the heart of the dice.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Oops. Wrong way. All right. There we have it. You are right there. This is what you can see. What do you do?
I can't see.
Oh,
Probably just stay on the lookout. I mean,
so Zosa isn't actually here, but I'm going to put him on the map real quick so he can see.
I can
That's
see.
cool.
Do you see it? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna run behind Zosa and I'm gonna save me, Zosa, save me.
You're hallucinating.
I'm actually going to put you right here, man, so you can see a little bit more. All right, so, Billiam, right now you hear a sound out in the woods. You light a torch, throw it on the ground, and jump on your horse. You still see nothing.
Yep. I just wait.
Okay, you wait.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
preparing my action to charge.
Okay,
This that looks threatening.
creeping closer. And closer. Through the trees.
I'm gonna
You
move up a
see.
little bit closer to the torch, real quick, because I don't want somebody to come up behind me.
Okay. Up ahead, you just start to very faintly see the outline of a large, monstrous creature. It looks at least the size of a very large bear. Seems to have feathers on it, but you can't really see very clearly yet at all. Yeah, you can just barely make out the image of it. At this point, it's initiative time.
All right. 16 for my initiative.
All right, so really, there's no need to track it. It's just you, then him. You start.
I'm going to hold until he gets within 30 feet.
Okay, and then once he gets within 30 feet, you're running forward and attacking?
With my lance.
Okay. All right. All right. On his turn, he goes ahead and starts coming forward here. He actually runs all the way up to you. I'll let you go ahead and take your attack here.
Okay, cool. 19 plus 5 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's going to do 15 points of damage.
Ooh, ouch.
And then
all right.
I'm going to use my guys.
So when you hold
You
an
know what,
action, you
doesn't-
can only hold an action, so you're not going to be able to move here or anything like that.
Okay.
All you
that's
get's the
fine.
action.
That's fine.
He is going to so he runs up to you, just and you just slash out at him with a lance, and it pierces him in the arm as he's going forward, and it hurts him, and he just screeches out and shrugs it off, and just slashes at you with his claw with his other hand, which
Nope.
misses, and then bites down at you with its beak. 22 is going to hit for 7 piercing damage.
Fuck.
That's its turn, though. Your turn again.
I know. I have to make myself injured. Alright, give me a second.
Yeah, you're fine. This is probably the toughest battle you guys have had so far, since it's just one-on-one, and owlbears are no joke.
God, I just fucking keep on going at him like this. God damn it. Okay. Just lancing him.
All right, go for it, man.
There's nothing that I could do as far as back and forth. I mean, there's nothing I could do.
You do get disadvantage when you're within 5 feet with lance. I
Oh,
don't know if we're doing that.
thank you. I haven't been doing that. No.
Well, I didn't fucking know that, so I'll just...
Nope. That's good to know. We'll start using that moving forward.
Yeah, 'cause that's one of those special ones.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going good.
Not you.
Alright,
Are you gonna
Should I
war pick
do-
it then? I'm assuming.
yeah, is it cool if I just switch it out without
Yeah,
doing
that's
an
fine.
action?
That's a free action as an attack.
Alright. 12 plus 5, 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll work.
Uh, 11.
11 damage. Awesome. So you slash at it with a war pick, and it just it pierces that same arm. You're experienced fighter. You know you've heard it. You want to keep going after that same wound. Just
Yep.
digs in, and it just like screeches at you. Not very happy with you right now. Anything else you're doing right now?
I didn't finish my long rest, did I?
No, you did not.
Fuck. Alright.
So you don't have action surge. You do have your second wind. I don't know if I'd use it yet, but once you get down more in HP, you can roll that D10 plus fighter level and get those hit points back.
Yeah.
Let me go
What?
ahead. Its turn now then. It's going to go ahead and make its 2 attacks at you, one with a beak and one with a claw. Both miss.
Both miss.
Your
Fucking
AC is
thank
saving
God.
you here.
I know.
So he screeches out at you, and with the screech goes to bite and just totally misses and claw attack at you and whiffs completely. He doesn't do anything else though. It's your turn now.
God damn it.
Kick
There
his-
we go. Fucking A. 16.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me damage.
9.
All right. So you pick at it again, same arm for 9 damage. This guy is starting to get pretty hurt here. Feathers are falling off. There's blood just pouring out of that arm there. You done?
Yep.
All right. He's going to go ahead and take his claw attack at you first, which misses.
Yes.
Realizing how futile this has been, he's going to take a beak attack at the horse, which misses.
Misses. Does he beak himself?
He
Does that
no, he doesn't. He kind of like buries his head in the ground though, and yanks it on up just in time for your turn.
Just in time for a war pick to the fucking face. Oh wait. 18 to hit,
Yep,
11 to hit, or 11 damage.
11 damage. Awesome. So this time, instead of going after the same wound, you smack it in the face, and it just cleaves a good chunk off. The bottom part of its beak is almost like dangling there. It's this guy is he's pretty tore up.
Alright.
He's gonna go ahead and shove and try and push you and the horse over. This is gonna be a opposed athletics check, so it's just a strength roll for the horse against a 23, which I don't think it has a chance to beat actually.
That's what I'm checking right now. If I roll a nat 20, I could do it.
Okay.
Because he has a +3 to strength.
Yeah. And I'd give it to you with the nat 20.
Yeah,
I'll
plus
just do
20
this.
chance.
D20.
Oh, so
So
close.
close. Oh man. So he just shoves
one D10
and
that I but no. Damn it.
he just shoves and guy just tries with all of his strength to stay up but tips on over. You with your feet, you land on your feet though. You're not prone. But guy is knocked prone right now.
I don't give a fuck. I'm on my feet. I'm next to this motherfucker. I'm gonna attack the shit out of him.
All right, yeah, it's your turn. That's his whole turn to shove you guys over. So
I take it a natural 20 is gonna do some fucking damage.
whoo, you roll the dice twice.
All right, so it's 2d8 plus 5.
Yep.
So it's gonna be 9 plus 5, 14 damage.
14 damage just does it. How do you want to do this?
He just shoved me off my fucking horse, so I'm just gonna walk up to him, look up at him, and just pour the pick right into his fucking head and just watch him drop in front of me.
All right, so Billiam gets shoved off of his horse, lands on his feet, just kind of dusts himself off, grabs his pick, twirls it around, walks up slowly, all like gangster style and whatnot, and just with one hand, just looking him dead in the eyes, just wham! Just a pick, just straight into the head, right between the eyes. It sticks there, and the owlbear's eyes just kind of roll back as it just kind of like falls forward. And the thing is so heavy you can't hold it up. It just falls down in front of you, limp and completely lifeless.
Awesome. I don't think there's any coin on loot, but would I know if there's anything like worth value to take off of him that I could trade for?
Yeah, so I mean, you're not going to find, like you said, you're not going to find any loot, like coin or anything. But with an owlbear, yeah, so I mean, its hide is going to be valuable, feathers, and then owlbear eyes can be used in alchemy. You can go ahead and make a survival check for each of those 3 things if you want to try and harvest them.
Yeah, I'll just click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So
Okay.
So we-
hide, feathers, and
All right.
eyes.
So
Yes.
you're unable to get anything out of the hide. It's been pretty badly damaged. As far as feathers though, you're able to get plenty. As you basically harvest as many as you can fit on your horse, essentially. So you've got like some saddlebags, I take it, that are on the horse. You throw them
Yeah.
on there. You filled out. I'll say you have like a what's a good like one or two saddlebags full of feathers. Okay. We'll figure out exactly how many that would be, but those would be used for like I mean they can be a trophy. They can be used for fletching arrows. They can be used in alchemy because these creatures are strange. And then the eyes, you are able to procure 2 eyes as well. So you have 2 owlbear eyes also.
Whoop, whoop.
Just pop.
The beak you destroyed, so you're unable to harvest that. And then the hide, your roll was too low to really harvest anything useful there.
Yeah, I figured that one. Oh well. All right. Well, I'm gonna go collect my torch and put it out and continue.
Yep. On that note, you rest through the rest of the night totally fine, and we
I
will go.
finished my long rest.
Yeah, and we will go ahead and call it there, guys.